Hi you guys. How do I not sound like an idiot? Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this video, we are doing a life update Q&A. I haven't sat down on here in a while and filled you guys in on my life or answered your guys' questions, so that's what we're doing. I posted on my Instagram to ask me questions. My Instagram will be below. Make sure you guys are following that for any Q&As I do on here. Oh my gosh, there's no way that this was out the entire time. We are going to get in depth on here. We are going to get personal. We are going to get serious, and we're just going to talk and chat and be down to earth. We're gonna just get right into this video. Make sure you guys are following me on all my socials because I'm about to be all over the place. We'll start with this one. Are you going to do more day in the life vlogs? You guys, I have been wanting to connect with you guys and be consistent on here all freaking year. Going into 2024, I was going to shoot to have a goal of posting every week on here, but I got super busy with school. I was taking 6 classes at once last semester, and I have been so focused on just graduating, and now I have 2 summer classes and so much going on, but I'm still trying my best to make it a priority to be super active on here. So make sure you guys are subscribed because I do plan on pumping out more videos for you guys on here. I love chatting with you guys and responding to your guys' comments. I love the YouTube community so much. Okay, the next question is, what has been your favorite place you have traveled to recently? Honestly, going to Haiti on my cruise back in February was such a cool experience, and so is Italy. They're both so cool in different ways. Just the experience of my brother and I, we all didn't even know what we were waking up to, so it was just such a cool thing, and all of the mountains. And then Italy was also on its own amazing. I would have to go Italy and then Haiti next. I really do want to go back to Italy and have a designated 2 weeks there and be able to travel to all the different spots, because we only went to Sorrento and Rome, and I really want to go to Positano. I sound so stupid. Next question is, any summer travel plans? I do have summer travel plans. I think I might be going to Alabama for Rock the South. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of over festival season, to be honest. It is so amazing. I love music festivals and being there and listening to the music, but I'm just over it. I just want to chill. Anyone who I want to hang out with, I just want to chill with you. I think my social battery for 2024 is dying out. I have done so much more this year than I ever would have imagined. And I'm also going to Seattle, Washington, which is so interesting. I would have never thought I'd be going there. I don't know anything about Seattle. That should be super interesting. And I think that's all I have planned right now, but I definitely think there will be more, hopefully, knock on wood, upcoming. I have been doing my best just to say yes to any opportunities, get myself out there, have new experiences, meet new people, go to different places, and it's just been so amazing. Next question is, what's your favorite underwear brand? I recently just made a first order with Skims, and I don't know where I was because I am obsessed. I want to tell you guys about this because it's so good and I can't keep it to myself. It's the Fits Everybody collection by Skims. I got this really cute bralette and I got it with the matching underwear. Not to be weird and show you guys, this fabric is no other underwear that I've ever worn before. It's so stretchy and it's so soft. It kind of just melts onto your body and you literally forget that you're wearing it. I feel like everybody should experience this level of comfort. This is the most comfortable bralette and thong that I've ever worn. I'm somebody who's super picky with fabric, and I've tried a bunch of different brands. This is the most comfortable brand of underwear that I have ever worn. I have the bralette in an extra small and the thong is in a small. If you're somebody like me and wants to just feel super comfortable with what you're wearing underneath, Skims is the best. Look how cute she is. There's nothing better than having a cute bralette and thong on under a comfy set. You guys can actually click the link in my description box to check out the Fits Everybody collection. There's things available in sizes from extra small to 4X. After you place your order, make sure you let them know that I sent you. Select YouTube in the survey and make sure you hit my channel in the drop down menu that follows. Don't forget to use my link in the description and go treat yourself. Next question is, what do I do if I can't move on from somebody? I actually was just talking to somebody about this because they've been going on dates and nothing's working. My advice would be, stop trying. Put it in God's or the universe's hands and just focus on you. Don't force anything. Don't try to date. I don't know if you are. Just do everything in your power to solely work on you. I'm telling you, that is the best and biggest thing on moving on from something like that. Spend more time alone. Feel more comfortable being by yourself. Become your own best friend. Have the mentality of everything's about you right now. That is how you're going to make your most growth. Become the absolute best version of yourself, and when you do that, good things will come. And if they don't, Give it time. Nothing's gonna come like this. Stay patient, and I love you. Next question is, any plans on moving into your own apartment? I actually don't really have apartments in the area that I live by. I wish I did, but I'm thinking about doing a winter rental and just experience for a short amount of time living on my own and seeing if I'd like it. I think I'm gonna start looking into doing that, which is crazy because I have been talking about moving out for so long and I never really did anything about it, but I think it is finally time. I am at the point where I really do want to experience having my own space and having my own privacy and living by myself. I do think that living by yourself is like something that's super scary, and I think most people can't do it, but you're never gonna know unless you try it. I hate the idea of renting. I hate the idea of like throwing away your money, but you also have to try things before doing like a huge commitment, especially for someone like me who's super indecisive. And I think a winter rental is like my best bet right now. I think I might move out, you guys. I'm not sure. This question is kind of similar to the questions 2 questions back. How do you distract yourself when you're sad? Find your favorite hobbies and do them. Maybe try a new hobby. Spend more time with your family. Spend more time with your friends. Make new friends. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone and do more new fun experiences. Something that I love to do when I'm sad is I love to edit. Editing is like one of my favorite passions. Time goes by like this when I edit, so when I'm sad and I just get focused into a YouTube video that I'm editing, it just makes me so happy. It makes me feel productive. It's like an escape. It takes me away from any sadness that I'm feeling. Another thing that I love is working out when I'm sad. Even though working out when you're sad is so much harder and that's like the last thing you want to do, afterwards you're always going to feel so much better, and doing that thing for yourself is so good. Pushing yourself to work out even when you're really struggling, you're going to become so much stronger. Also, take yourself to the beach, or if you don't live by a beach, take yourself on a little sunset date. Go get ice cream. Go treat yourself. Go do something with yourself. Go spend time with your family, or go spend time with your friends. That's what I would say. I absolutely love this question. How does it feel being a little more open and out of your comfort zone? Love you. I love you too. I hope you know how much you mean to me. I have been pushing myself outside of my comfort zone to the max this year. I would have never thought I would have flown by myself across the country, stayed in a hotel room by myself, traveled to Europe with my friends, gone to all of these new places, met new people. I would have never put myself in those positions a year ago. I think a year ago Jenna would be still sitting in her bedroom doing absolutely nothing to meet new people or experience new things in life. My 2024 resolution was to say yes to more opportunities and get myself out of my comfort zone. I have it said somewhere, and I actually have done that. I cannot believe the things that I have done this year. I've gone to Nashville, I've gone to Vegas, I've gone to California, I went to Malibu, I went to Stagecoach, I went to Coachella, I went to Europe with Elisa. This time last year I would have been like, no, I'd rather just stay home. I'm such an introvert, and getting myself to become a little bit more extroverted, even though I'm still an introvert, has been so good for me. That is a part of life, and especially not going to college. I didn't have many experiences. In getting these new experiences, like, this is the time to do it when you're young and when you have the freedom to. I'm so blessed that 2024 has pushed me to become a different version of myself and just get more comfortable doing things that I'm not comfortable doing. I still have issues actually when I was in Nashville because I'm meeting new people, and all of the people that I'm meeting are all already friends, and everyone's in that vibe, and I'm so not. I'm so from Jersey. I'm so not used to that. And we were all out to eat one night, and I was just so anxious, and it was just all of the feelings of being outside of my comfort zone. I was in the middle of Nashville, in the middle of this bar, not knowing these people that I was being introduced to. You overcome it. Was it uncomfortable? Of course it was uncomfortable, but you know what? I am pushing myself every day to just experience new things, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to do that. And you guys have helped me so much. Going off of that, what is one thing you would tell yourself a year ago? Love you. I love you too. I think that one thing would be everything's going to be okay. I just remember being in my bedroom, everything hitting me, feeling like everything's done. What am I doing? I am a mess, and I'm so alone. I just was so lost, and I still am lost. It's okay to feel those things and feel at rock bottom, because that's what I feel. I feel like I'm freaking like speaking for a motivational like class or something. I sound so ridiculous. Those rock bottom moments in your life are what make you you, and what make you stronger, and what make you become better. You're going to be okay. That's probably what I would tell myself. And literally get out of your bedroom. Being an introvert is so great and everything, but like, what stories am I gonna tell my kids when I'm older? Saying yes to opportunities. Like, why say no? I don't know. That's what I would tell a year ago Jenna, but I think I'm doing a really good job at that now. Yeah. I just also want to say, I don't want to make it seem like I did absolutely nothing all the time, because that's not the truth. It's just the fact that I had many times where friends would be like, do you want to go do this? I would always just say no, and I always just wanted to be in my bedroom. I just wanted to make sure I said that. My mommy's pulling up because my battery's dying, and she so kindly came to give me my new battery. Thank you. We're back. The question was, how are you doing with all the hate comments? Okay, at first, I was not doing good. I remember getting off a plane and seeing a ton of hate comments, and I started crying. I was like, why is this happening to me? This makes zero sense. This is not fair. But then I talked to a couple people, my dad, my mom, my brother. I now realize that these are hate comments from people who don't know anything about me. The people close in my life know the person I am. I know the person I am. That's what's most important. I don't know why it's being portrayed by somebody that I did something bad or wrong when simply I didn't. I did more than put 110% of myself into something to get portrayed like that. I'm a big believer in letting the universe or God handle that. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. But if that's what that person wants to do, then that's what that person wants to do. And that's it. Again, I will say, I have never cheated. For them to go on the internet and make it seem in a way that it wasn't, it's just not fair. To be called a bop or a hoe or a cheater when that is so far from the truth is frustrating. So how are you doing with all the hate comments? It definitely sucks, especially when my character is getting misconstrued entirely. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let the people behind screens who don't know anything about me affect me. And I think that's the grown, mature self in me that's talking to the immature, sad, sensitive Jenna. But we're just gonna go with it. This has been a whole entire journey, and I didn't even start documenting this journey of myself healing back last summer when I was going to sunsets, crying by myself and working on myself and doing everything in my power to distract myself last summer. It's been so long figuring all this out. People want to say what they want to say, and that's fine. And people commenting, I miss the old Jenna, or she's changed so much. I just don't know what people mean by that. A whole last fall, all I did was go to football games with my family, which is great. I love my family, but I should be getting out and I should be meeting more people and I should be socializing and making new friends. And I'm not gonna let comments on TikTok make myself feel bad about that. Thanks. That's my update on that. A hefty one for sure. Next question is, are you still in school? Yes, I actually can't freaking speak today. I still am in school. I actually have a homework assignment due tonight that I have completely forgot about. I have to make sure I go home and do that. I have 2 classes left and then I should be graduated. I have to meet with my preceptor and make sure that's all figured out, but I should be graduated by next month, I think, which is freaking crazy and so exciting. I have put so much work into graduating early. I have taken so many extra classes when I've had social media to work on as well. I have been grinding my little booty off to graduate school. It's just such a good feeling knowing that like I'm right there and I'm almost done, and I cannot wait to focus on myself more and have more time to myself to figure out what I want to do. And yeah, I'm still in school, but I should be done next month. How are you doing mentally? I am doing a lot better mentally. I also wanted to talk about therapy because I have been trying my best to stay in touch with my therapist, being all over the place. I recently just had an appointment with her. Therapy is such a good feeling. You don't even have to have anything going on in your life like wrong for you to go to therapy. I just think having a designated time and just connect with somebody is such a good feeling and get things off your chest. I always feel so like at peace after walking out. My therapist actually gave me this last appointment to do. She gave me this paper and said that I should fill it out of growth, gratitude, grief, and grace. She was like, I'm sure you can write down so much from the first time you came into me last summer, because that's when I started therapy. I still haven't done it. It's just so therapeutic, like having someone help you with your mental health, because mental health is so important. And yeah, how often do you run into fans and is it annoying? One, I don't even like calling it fans, but honestly, you guys are literally like my besties. Running into you guys, it makes me so happy. Like I feel like more excited to meet you guys than you guys probably feel to meet me. Like it literally makes my day. I was in the airport and I met somebody. Her name was Maddie. I was having like a crappy day and she just made my entire day. Like seeing her smile and like ask to take a picture made me so happy. It's not annoying and I love it. Next question is dream career. Honestly, this is my dream career. Picking up my camera and editing again, I realized how much I just am so passionate about. I think I need like a reset. I think I need like a big slap in the face. I used to film and edit YouTube videos every week. I haven't done that. And recently I have been. This is literally like what I went to school for. Like even in high school, I was taking TV production classes, learning how to edit. I'm not great at it. I love to learn. I love to get better. If I could do this as my career for the rest of my life, I think I'd be the happiest person. What's the best piece of relationship advice you've gotten? My best piece of relationship advice I've gotten, seeing the quote, "It's you and me versus the problem, not me versus you." I think it's something like like that. I think it's so important to know in a relationship, if you guys have like a complication or something you're trying to get through, it should always be you and your partner focusing on that problem together. I feel like that always helps with not having big arguments and stuff. It's so important to like take a step back and be like, okay, what is me fighting with this person actually gonna do? So why don't we come together and take it as you and me versus the problem and figure it out together? And I just remember seeing that, I think, on Pinterest probably when I was like 13 years old, and I was like, I like that. But it also comes with maturity, growing up, and like making sure you implement that in your relationships. What's your love language? I actually don't really know. I think I have a couple. Acts of service, quality time. I really just do think acts of service is like a big one for me because actions speak so much louder than words. Acts of service is great for that. Anyone could say they can do something and they just won't do it, but if someone's taking care of you and going out of their way to get you something or make you something or make you happy, I feel like that is like so important. I don't know, but I also don't want to seem like I need things, because I don't need things. I just like to see that you care, I guess. I think we're gonna do 2 more because it's starting to rain and I have to do some errands. Favorite memory of this year? I have so many I picked from. Last year's would definitely be like spending my summer to myself and working on myself, and also going to so many football games with my family, getting to experience that. This year I would say traveling by myself for the first time, getting my hotel room for the first time by myself was such a freeing feeling. It was when I went out with Too Faced and they even set the place up super special for me. I had chocolate. I felt so at peace. That was probably my favorite experience from this year. I changed my mind. We're actually gonna do 2 more after that one. What are 3 words to describe you best? My answer would be indecisive, caring, and loving. I love to love. I love to care. And I'm also super freaking indecisive. And I think anyone close to me knows that. Last question is, what's your favorite way to spend a weekend? Going off of everything I've talked in this video, since I'm an introvert, my favorite way to spend a weekend would probably be with my family or myself. Maybe going to the beach by myself. Maybe having a game night with my family at night. Getting takeout. I love getting takeout. That's because I'm an introvert. And being with my loved ones. That is my favorite way to probably spend a weekend. I think that's it for this video. I probably rambled on for 20 minutes. I think I want to do a part 2 to this video because I feel like I could talk about so much more. I'm hungry also. Thank you guys so freaking much for watching this video. Thank you for being here with me. Leave me a comment. I would love to talk to you guys in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are following me on my other platforms. I think I'm going to be in Seattle when this goes up, which is super crazy. Thank you, Skims, for working with me on this video. I am probably going to go right home and order more of these. Make sure you guys check the link in my description and get yourself this set, the thong and bralette. It's so comfy. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I can't wait to see you next video. Bye. What should I get for dinner?